So the reason I haven't uploaded any videos lately is because I haven't had a computer to upload any videos with. At the beginning of the year, my secondary computer, which is in the shed, the power supply unit decided to go up in smoke. So I was down one computer, and then my main computer decides that the CPU is going to blow, but it had been overclocked to 4 GHz for about the past 2 years, and I do pretty much run it 24/7, or I did do anyway. So I haven't had a computer to be able to upload any videos or edit any videos really. And then I had the added frustration of buying some B-grade products from Overclockers UK, only to find that they're not B-grade return items, they're B-grade second-hand items. The motherboard that I bought from there, which was a gigabyte board, the heatsink fins on the North Bridge had all got nicotine stained dust on them, so I could tell it had been used for months. And then the CPU turned up, and that was an 8-core AMD, which I was going to have, because that was quite reasonably priced on there. But it turns up, and all the one side of the CPU, the pins are all bent because they'd put it in a piece of plastic with just a piece of anti-static bag with no protection, and just chucked it in the parcel. And then I also got a power supply unit from them, and that was the only good bit. Yeah, so I had the frustration of chasing around trying to get my money back afterwards. So yeah, that took a couple of weeks. So yeah, I wouldn't buy B-grade items from Overclockers UK ever again. But these are the parts I've bought. It's definitely not going to be a high-end system. It's going to kind of be like a low to mid-range system, I suppose. It's an AMD FX 6350. It's a 6-core processor, and also got 8 gigs of Vengeance RAM. That Asus motherboard there, which someone recommended to go with the 125 watt processor, because some boards won't support that TPU. And then I got a GeForce GTX 1050Ti, the most expensive graphics card I've ever bought. And then there's just that Corsair 450 power supply there, which is going to go in my other computer. Hopefully, if it still runs, and it didn't blow anything else on the main board. And then here's a case. This is quite a nice case actually. I got this free. It was from a computer that I was building a colleague, and they didn't like the case. I think it was probably about £23, but I actually quite like it. Case. I'm not really that fussy on cases, as long as the thing works. That's the main thing. This is the power supply unit which I did keep from Overclockers. It's a Cougar STX 650 watt, and it's got, you know, all the normal connections on it, and it should be more than powerful enough for the system that I'm going to run. My system shouldn't run any more than 400 watts, I shouldn't think, anyway. Then I've just got an old DVD drive up the back there, and then I've got my old Western Digital Black Edition hard drive down there, and a SSD which I had given to me from someone who was upgrading their system, so I've got that in there. I think that's a 200 gigabyte or something. But yeah, hopefully once I've got all this together, then I'm going to be able to upload this video. So here's the CPU cooler and the RAM installed on the motherboard, and here's the graphics card installed, and I just bench tested it first to make sure it all worked before I put it into the case. I did put some nice red lights in there. I don't normally bother with lights, but I just thought I'd put a few in there. And there's the case. So I just stuck this, this is a car sticker, one of those metal ones, which I brought. It was about £1 from Halfords or somewhere ages ago. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.